Audi A4 B8 2008 model, 2 liters TDI engine. I had two problems with the car. The first one was fault p2185 coolant temperature sensor. Once this one was replaced, there was another problem. Coolant wasn't reaching 90 degrees. It would take probably half an hour, 40 minutes revving the car while parked for the temperature to go up to 90 degrees, and when I drove the car it would just drop down, or if I put the heater on or the AC, the temperature went down. P2185 coolant temperature sensor. The sensor is located at the back of the engine, just about here. I'm going to try to focus a bit more and get a better angle. So this is the sensor. It's quite easy to access and quite easy to remove and replace. And this is it after replacement. This was the bad one. To replace it, you just unplug the connection, and using a spanner or even a key, I don't remember the size, you just unscrew it and screw back in the new one. So the problems, the things you get when this is not working, this sensor is not working, is that the coolant doesn't get up to temperature, the radiator fan goes on full speed the moment you start the car, and the fuel consumption is really bad. And now to the second issue I had. After replacing this sensor, I still got the fault, but it was on pending, it wasn't active. Now, if the car was parked, the coolant would actually reach 90 degrees, but it wouldn't stay there if I started driving the car, or if I put the heating on or the AC on. The coolant would just drop. If I took the car on the motorway, it would drop even just close to 50 degrees, like really low. And this was telling me that the water kept circulating in the engine, like the thermostat wasn't working. So what I did at this point, I have replaced the thermostat. This is where the thermostat is located. I don't know how difficult it was to be replaced, because this was replaced by a mechanic. But I'm assuming it wasn't that easy. And with the new thermostat in, the problem didn't go away. And I did a bit of research, and I found out that maybe the fault is actually with the second coolant temperature sensor, which is located in a very weird location to be accessed. And I've replaced that one as well. I'm gonna put in some pictures with the mechanic and you can see how difficult it was to be replaced. But even so, that didn't change anything. The problem was still there, and to me it was clear that not this one nor the other sensors were the problem. And with the thermostat changed, if the coolant didn't reach temperature, or it did reach temperature and it will drop as soon as I start driving the car or put the heating on, that meant the water kept circulating in the engine. And I couldn't figure it out until I found the next post. So bro just saved my life. Apparently this car has a second thermostat, a hidden thermostat, or it's also called an inline thermostat, I think I saw somewhere. So this dude has exactly the same car, engine, everything that I had, and he replaced this thermostat within the rubber hose, and it worked for him. And let me tell you now, that was the problem. I found it online, I ordered it, and I have replaced it myself, and I'm going to show you next how to do it what you have to remove to get to it. But the moment you replace this one, that's it. This is the hose with the thermostat, and here is just the part that you need. This is the thermostat, and you can find it online. It's really cheap to replace. And this the next one is actually the one that I took off, and I just wanted to show you. You can see through it. You see it was stuck open, so this was the problem. I have replaced this thermostat myself. I went under the car to drain the coolant, and there's a knob here. There you go. You just twist this one and you can drain the coolant. So this is the pump that actually circulates the water. I have removed that connection there. And next what I've done is I've removed this clamp here, and I've took out that screw. I wanted to remove that pipe, so I took out also the hose for the turbo. I removed that hose. It's quite easy. It has two clamps. I've also removed the intake or whatever this is called. I have no clue at this time what this is called. It has 3 screws, and there's an extra screw that holds the oil dip. So in order to remove that pipe, I just, as I said, open it from here. I did not open anything from the other side. I just but I couldn't lift it because it's actually attached over here. So you need to remove the first screw, and then when you remove the first screw, that one actually holds this water pump, and you have to slide it a bit in order to reach the second screw. And once you remove that one, then you will be able to move this water pipe away, so you can create a space so you can access the thermostat, which is somewhere there. That's the hose that goes to this thermostat. This is it. So it's actually underneath here. That's why I removed all those stuff to get to it. Here it is. I managed here to remove most of it. This is the hose that has the thermostat on. Trying to get a better angle here. This is it. This is it. And I managed to remove it, replace it. And here's a couple of pictures. When I removed the pipe was hanging up, and the same one with zoom. Yeah, so that was it.